Gaffer, 3-0 seems very harsh, but you've paid the price there just for a poor start.
Poor start. So naive, really. That's the key word for tonight. I mean, the conditions were awful. We were against the wind first half, a strong wind, and we're still trying to play out and inviting pressure. 2 set pieces later, we're 2-0 down and fighting an uphill battle. Second half, we had the conditions in our favour, and we had good moments, good opportunities, and once again didn't take them. You know, arguably we had the better opportunities and chances in the game, but again we didn't take them, and that's not good enough. And then the last goal is absolutely comical, that we're trying to still play out in conditions where the pitch is borderline unplayable. So, as I said, naivety is the key word.
Yeah, the conditions were foul all night, and as you say, you just felt that your side didn't A, perhaps adapt quickly enough to it, or B, make the most of the conditions when they were in their favour, or going the wrong way about it in the first half perhaps when they weren't.
Yeah, I mean, we have to identify the conditions as a team, not the staff, but the team that are playing out in it, and recognise where we're getting joy. And tonight we played Bakayoko for those reasons. The fact that he's more physical, he can win headers, win duels and battles, but we didn't utilise it because we're too busy trying to play short in conditions that aren't conducive to playing short. That's just down to naivety, as I said, and we have to have a better game understanding, a better game management, and play what the game gives you. And it might not be how we want to be and how we want to play moving forwards, but you have to find different ways to win games. Today, as I said, we were too naive.
But having hung in there and only 2-0 down at half time, there were chances in the second half, could well have been different, but it's just at the moment you're just struggling to find a goal.
Yeah, and we're not helping matters because we're conceding first in games and early on in games, and because we're not taking chances, that all of a sudden gives everybody a wobble, and we lack belief and lack confidence, and that's just the way it's going for us at the moment. I mean, we've had a really poor 10 days of football, 10 days in which the first game we played very well but lost, and then the last 2 we haven't. That doesn't make us a bad team. 10 days in football can seem like a lifetime, and we're on a bad run, but we have to work really hard to get out of it. But the reality is it's 3 games in 10 days, and we have to now regroup and go again on Saturday.
Had to make another change because of Ricardo's absence tonight. You made a couple of others, so certainly trying everything. It doesn't help, of course, missing senior players, does it?
We tried to play to the conditions, really. We've looked at what was going to happen. We looked at them and tried to, play against their weaknesses and highlight those weaknesses. And we just didn't do it well enough. The lads that came on did well, and as I said, we had opportunities to score. We just didn't take them. And then we conceded a really poor third goal in farcical conditions. And it probably, it's a harsh result in the end for us. I don't think we deserve to lose 3-0, but that's the way it's going at the moment. We have to pull our socks up, put our chests out in the air, and gain confidence for Saturday to go and try and beat Gillingham.
Yeah, just lastly, then you are back at home on Saturday. Just important, as you say, just to stay strong as a group and stick together and come out fighting.
Yeah, as I said, 10 days don't necessarily make us a bad football team. But when you're having these types of runs, and every team has them at some stage in a season, you really have to come together and fight, and that's what we'll do.